Welcome to Curiosity Gameplay with Rebel Weasel. So, wow, we had an incredible surprise. King Svargrim, who's been resisting our offers of help all this time, turns out to be in league with the enemy. Svana is devastated. Let's talk to her and see what we should do next.
My father, working with the Grey Host. How long has he been a part of this? Did he have a hand in Mother's death? And what has he told them? It's almost too much to bear. And then there's the harrowstorm. My friend, I don't know what to do.
We can do this, Svana. We have to at least try.
You're right. I know you're right. It's just... he's my father. No. I have to focus. There's a harrowstorm coming. We have to save the city. That's what's important right now.
So how do we stop the harrowstorm?
I'm not sure we can. But we can make more of Fenn's elixir. Get it into the hands of the people. We need more of Arkay's sacred oil, though. We'll have to take it from the supply stockpiled at the Temple of the Divines.
I'll go get Arkay's sacred oil from the Temple of the Divines.
They've taken it! By the gods, it's fallen!
Fallen? What are you talking about?
The Grey Host. They came out of nowhere, captured the temple and the Tower of the Wolf. We're locked out!
Then the sacred oil.
Damn it all! I need to get down there!
Follow him! Now, soldier, tell me exactly what happened.
Mine is 5 gold.
He's been stockpiling supplies there at the Dower Castle. I bet you that's where he plans to set up the harrowstorm to take over Solitude.
What?
There's another friendly guard. So, we're on Greymoor Rising. I need to go. The High King Svargrim revealed his alliance with the Grey Host and their plans to unleash a harrowstorm over Solitude. I need to help Svana find a way to stop him. I need to go to the Temple of the Divines in Solitude and see what the situation is. According to a soldier, the Grey Host has taken the temple and sealed it off.
Comrade, a word.
We're done. The Grey Host has found a foothold. Now the city is lost.
Not yet, it isn't. On your feet, Sword Thane. We have work to do.
Yes, Princess Svana. I apologize for that display. Tell the princess... tell her it won't happen again. You need to understand. I pledged my sword and my soul to the High King. We all did. And he betrayed us.
Do you have any idea what they're doing in there? We need to get inside.
Nothing good, I'm sure. The Grey Host appeared out of nowhere and cut down my soldiers. Only a handful were able to escape before they sealed the gates. Svargrim made us fortify the entryways. The bastard knew he'd lock us out.
There's no other way to get in?
Not that I can think of. But what does it matter? Svargrim brought the Grey Host down upon us. He's bringing a harrowstorm. We need to evacuate the city while there's still time. Some of us will survive if we flee now.
You want to abandon Solitude?
That's unacceptable, Sword Thane. If we can't get the sacred oil to make more elixir, then we have to stop the harrowstorm.
Princess, we've kept watch. There aren't any witch pikes around the city.
Then you missed something. They needed the witch pikes for every other harrowstorm they summoned.
Of course. Blackreach. The Grey Host must have gained access to the temple from beneath the city.
They could easily hide the witch pikes underneath our feet.
We know the Grey Host has been using Blackreach to clandestinely move around western Skyrim. Why not launch their attacks from there?
Then we're going back to Blackreach. If the witch pikes are there, we'll destroy them.
Well, Fenorian,
As a junior member of House Ravenwatch, I never expected to be in the thick of things like this. I have to say, it's a tad overwhelming.
witch pikes are a ritual fetish, like a big gigantic wooden statue that brings down the harrowstorm. They use that along with a potion, and what happens is this harrowstorm, it's this big red storm, sucks up all the life energy out of the people that are within range of the storm, and feeds that life energy into werewolves that are in cocoons to bring them back to life. We've known that they had a plan to set a harrowstorm over the city of Solitude and try to gather all the life energy of the citizens of Solitude. But we've been chasing down leads all this time to try to figure out what their plan is. And we knew they had an inside guy, but we didn't know who the inside guy was. And it turned out to be the Jarl himself. Fenorian, are you ready to go to Blackreach?
Am I looking forward to going back to where Singolis experimented on me? Not even remotely. But I want to see this through to the end. I need to.
What do you think we'll find beneath the city?
The Grey Host can't summon the Harrowstorm without performing their ritual. And we know that requires witch pikes, so there's that. Plus the usual assortment of coven witches, vampires, and werewolves, I suppose. Nothing we can't handle, right?
We'll do our best.
I had hoped to secure the sacred oil, and make enough elixir to distribute throughout the city. But we're running out of time. Our best bet now is to find the ritual site beneath Solitude, and stop the Harrowstorm before it's unleashed.
We should have expected an attack from Blackreach.
You're absolutely right. Especially after we found evidence of undermining down there. All I can say is that we were focused on other things. Let's go and save the city now, all right?
All right. Hey there, Princess Svana. How you holding up?
My father. A vampire. He sat on his throne, pretended to mourn for my mother, and said he had a plan. But all the while he was preparing the city for the Grey Host. He's worse than a monster. He's a traitor and a liar.
He didn't lie. He did have a plan. It was just not a good plan for us. So we're gonna have to face your father.
I know. It's just... Look, we were never close. Not really. But he's my father. My king. What about you? Could you do it? Could you confront and maybe even kill one of your parents?
Yes, if I had to.
Such confidence. As sharp and as cold as my dagger's blade. Lives hang in the balance. But I'm conflicted about committing patricide.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to do whatever I can to stop the Harrowstorm and save Solitude and its people. After that, we decide what needs to be done about Svargrim.
Okay. Goodbye. Good luck with that. Hey, Lyris, what's shaking?
Yorin sent me with a warning for Solitude. Now I'm about to march into the starless depths of Blackreach to try to avert a massacre. How do I keep getting myself into these kinds of situations?
You don't have to go with us.
I thought you knew me better than that. Taking on the impossible challenge, beating the unbeatable foe, this is what I'm good at. So yes, I do have to do this. And we're going to win. We have to.
What do you think about High King Svargrim?
Svargrim. To cast his lot with the Grey Host, become a vampire, threaten his own people with the harrowstorm. It's madness. One thing's for certain. We have to stop him.
How do we stop the harrowstorm?
One step at a time. First, we make our way down into Blackreach. Then we find the ritual site. It must be right beneath the city. We smash witch pikes and kill as many Grey Host bastards as possible. After that, we pray to Kyne and hope for the best.
Okay. So let's have a look at our map and see where we need to go. The ritual site in Blackreach is in the center. Let's look in Blackreach. Here it is, right here. Right next to a way shrine that we already have unlocked. Excellent. Here we are, close to the ritual site. I should probably eat some food. Just to be on the safe side.
I cannot complain, but that does not seem to stop me.
That's ominous. And, unless I miss my guess, it's directly under Solitude. That's our target. The ritual site must be somewhere inside that horrid structure. I scouted the area before you arrived. It's full of Grey Host forces. And from what I could tell, Svargrim and Rada al-Saran are both inside.
Then let's get down there and do this.
Not so fast. If we rush down as a group, they'll be on us like a snow bear on a horker. You go ahead. Try to cross the bridge to the main entrance. It's well guarded, but you're more than capable. Or you could try the alternative.
Tell me about this alternative.
There's a sluice gate in the outer courtyard, tucked away against the keep's eastern wall. The few patrols in that area can be avoided if you're stealthy. Opening the gate requires a key, but that should be simple enough to find.
Cross the bridge or sneak in through a sluice gate. Sounds like a clear choice.
You know your strengths and weaknesses better than I do. Play to those. But whichever path you decide, move quickly. We need to find the ritual site and deal with the witch pikes before they unleash the harrowstorm on the city.
I'll make my way inside.
Cross the bridge or use the sluice gate to get into the inner courtyard. Then find the keep's side entrance east of the main stairs. I'll stay with Svana and Finn. Make sure they don't get themselves killed. We'll meet you inside as soon as we can.
So how do I find the ritual site?
That's a good question. I didn't see anything when I scouted the exterior, so the witch pikes must be somewhere inside the keep. I expect that once we find Svargrim and Rada al-Saran, we'll also find the ritual site.
Let's see. We've been here before to stop a feast in the vampire feeding grounds. And I am going to cross the bridge. Ooh, a blood knight. Hey, we have help. Here we are in the inner courtyard. We go up. Whoa. There we go.
Nice of you to join us.
Hey, you could have helped.
I don't understand. What am I supposed to do with these flasks?
If we run into trouble, throw one of them at the source. Then get out of the way.
In we go. Into Greymoor Keep.
Split up and find the ritual site. We need to disrupt it.
Split up? I suppose that makes sense. I'll go with our friend here.
It never makes sense to split up. Never. And I'm glad I get Fenorian. He's my favorite. Let's see.
How many clans have sworn themselves to the Grey Host, you think?
Hello. This looks important.
It's a library. What have you got there, Fenorian?
This book? I recognize the handwriting. It's Singalus's. It's more of his research. Harrowstorms, witch pikes, netherroot brew. How it all works together for the benefit of the Grey Host.
Any new revelations in there?
This might be something. I just need to skim through these assumptions and incantations. What's this? Instructions on the placement of runes throughout Greymoor. All the way to... My gods! This entire tower! It's a witch pike!
So that means...
The magic I sensed earlier. It was familiar because it's the same magic used in the harrowstorm rituals. Don't you see? This entire keep is the ritual site. They turned the tower into a witch pike. But at the scale, it's inconceivable.
What's the purpose of a giant witch pike, and how do we destroy it?
I'm not sure we can destroy this tower. We need to keep going. Find a way to disrupt the ritual. But I think I understand what they're doing. Zingalis found a way to release the Grey Host from Cold Harbor by using the harrowstorms.
Using the harrowstorms? How?
The harrowstorms steal life energy and use it to pull the souls of the Grey Host out of Cold Harbor and into the Grey Reliquaries. It's quite ingenious. How they reincorporate, though. It has something to do with those stone husks, I think.
Is there anything else important in that book?
Oh, most certainly. Perhaps even a way to reverse the effects of the harrowstorms and restore the harrowed. If the notes are complete, it would just require study, experimentation, and time. Unfortunately, we lack all three of those at the moment.
That's for sure. So we're supposed to just explore. And loot. Explore and loot. That's High King Svargrim. He has his own portrait in here. Oh, there's people being... Oh, thralls or harrow fiends or something. Harrow fiends. The Greymoor Keep Rotunda.
There they are!
Lyris, Svana, I think this entire tower functions as a witch pike.
What? Fen, how is that even possible?
The energy! It burns!
That's my father! This way!
But there's loot.
Pain is part of the process, Svargrim.
It's exquisite! My master!
Once you are attuned to Greymoor, the storm will be yours to command. Rise, Svargrim, and unleash my storm upon Solitude. Then the last of the Grey Host shall be reborn.
The Ashen Lord. He turned Svargrim into the heart of his harrowstorm.
They're moving higher up the tower. We need to follow them!
Thank you for joining me on Curiosity Gameplay with Rebel Weasel. If you could, please click that follow or subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. I'll see you next time.